Usually it's like, okay, here's all the stuff you guys know, and then hear us out, we're going to play something new. This time it's like you can see it. Maybe we're all excited about it. Maybe that's like there's some infectious aspect to that. Like I'm excited to do the new songs when they come on. So maybe I'm going a little bit harder. But for whatever reason it is, it's like I've totally felt the same.
Myself.
Yourself? Yeah. He's playing both sides on this tour. It's a tough question. Yeah, he's simultaneously our greatest ally and our greatest threat.
Yeah.
No, I'd be scared of Naveen for sure. I feel like Naveen would pack a punch with the balls.
Well, you know, we all moved to Nashville like a couple years ago, and that's kind of why I started playing with Entheos. We always go out to parties, we go out to shows and stuff. We got to know each other. We find out that we all have pretty much similar goals and values when it comes to music. And Naveen's been doing it 10 years longer than I have. He's been playing drums for 30 years. And in fact, the first death metal show I ever saw was in Fresno, California when I was like 15 years old. And before that, I was listening to like Trivium and more like metalcore stuff like that. And I went to that show and I saw Animosity, which was the band Naveen was in at the time. It's like a Bay Area, it's a crazy band. And then there was also Cattle Decapitation, From the Second Story Window, and Job for a Cowboy. And I remember after that show, I was like hooked. This is my favorite kind of music, and it's been like that since, you know. And also Evan Brewer, who plays on our albums, as well as Entheos' albums, he was at that show playing. Travis Ryan, who we've toured with and become friends with, he was at that show. So I don't know, it's pretty interesting to me. And we kind of knew each other, but once we all moved to Nashville, we all really got to know each other and became friends. All of our wives are friends, you know. I mean, Cheney, of course, is in the band, but like all the girls have like a group chat back home and they get together. The boys get together. We have separate parties together. And so, yeah, it's been cool. It's been inspiring that there's other people that are like us that, you know, want to do this and put everything into it, you know, and kind of throw caution to the wind, you know, but also show you that there is a way that if you're intuitive enough and smart enough, you can make a living off this, you can make it work, you know. So yeah, that's been the best part.
I mean, it's hard to pinpoint it to one thing. I guess it's I mean, it is interesting going from like being, you know, because I've been playing music for forever too, but not like in anything close to a professional capacity, you know, until the last couple of years. It's kind of interesting, like being on the other side of it now after kind of like, you know, you see one side as like a fan and like a hobbyist, musician, whatever. And then when you're kind of like seeing what goes on behind the scenes, like it's kind of not that different in some ways. Like everybody, it's like you kind of learn that like anybody you meet in all your favorite bands, everybody's just regular people. And it's like, yeah, there's not such like a line as it seems before that. I don't know if that's like the biggest thing I've learned, but it's like something you kind of notice. It seems to just keep going all the way up, you know. It's like everybody's just normal people doing their best and kind of doing what they can. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but you know, there's a lot of specifics too, of course. I mean, it's like touching on the business thing. I mean, there's a million facets to keeping everything going, you know, way beyond just the vocals and the stage performance and the writing. I mean, there's a million little skills you have to, you know, have these days in order to keep the business going.
First of all, the tour's been awesome. The attendance has been really sick, you know. And,
I think everybody knew it was going to be good, but it's better than I think any of us really expected.
It's going very well. It's definitely a successful tour. And just to see the enthusiasm when we start playing the new songs.
Totally.
And to see them know the lyrics and to see, you know, Kyle asks every night who's heard our new album, and like the whole crowd raises their hand every time. So it's kind of surprising. There's been a couple of nights where people are singing along to the new songs, and
there's like an uptick in energy when the new songs hit, which you don't always get. You know, sometimes it's like usually it's like, okay, here's all the stuff you guys know, and then hear us out, we're going to play something new. This time it's like you can see it. Maybe we're all excited about it. Maybe that's like there's some infectious aspect to that. Like I'm excited to do the new songs when they come on. So maybe I'm going a little bit harder. But for whatever reason it is, it's like I've totally felt the same. It's like
there's true enthusiasm.
Like even more so for the new songs, which is amazing.
I do, 100%.
Yeah.
Everything came together. The
Yeah.
art is amazing. We worked as a group. You know, we this is my 6th album, and every album you kind of learn something new about how, because the project is so big, you know, it's like 45 to 50 minutes. It can get away from you, you know, especially if you're throwing a bunch of ideas at the wall, and before you know it, you've spent 4 or 5 months throwing a bunch of ideas, and then you have, you know, this big body of work, and it's like, all right, well, we got to turn this into an album however we started it or ended up with it. But this one, I think we had like a clear goal of what we wanted it to sound like. You know, we had like our clear inspirations. We had like a clear vision. I felt like we just really maintained control over the sound and the project. We didn't let it get away from us, and we just kept it really tight. And then the fact that we all worked together as a group, because there's been situations where I've had to do most of the work by myself, and sometimes you just end up with a deadline and you're just trying to get it all done in time, and you can't put all the bells and whistles that you want to. I mean, every album kind of feels like that, but with this one, since we all worked as a group and we had like, everybody had kind of different parts of the album to work on, and we could all really put time into what we were responsible for to make it as awesome as possible. So there's just so many little details everywhere, and what I love about albums like this is the re-listen value. I want tons of details in it, you know.
For me personally, like, I felt very confident going into this album, and I think we all did. And I think to me, it's like having the confidence in like the parts that we know are sort of like playing to our best strengths, and the parts that like are naturally us enough to sound like Fallujah and to sound like an exciting new Fallujah album. I think we like were able to rely on that enough to also branch out of that. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like the foundation of the album was so solid and we're so confident in that, you know, it's like we can do some different things with the music, and we can try messing around with the music videos, and be comfortable doing that, like not being afraid to turn people off or whatever, you know, or to like affect how people perceive the album. To me, I just felt so, maybe, I don't know what word besides confident, just about the foundation of it, that it felt like we had room to grow outside of that and not even worry about it very much.
A lot of notes, a lot of snare hits, a lot of riffs. But I'm sure by that time we'll have these songs very tight and very clean, and we'll be very comfortable, and we'll probably just be out in Europe having a good time, you know. It's a little bit easier when you're not in your home territory of North America. Every single city I go to, I have like 5 or 6 friends that I know are watching, and you know, I like going to Europe because I feel like a nomad. You know, obviously I want to play my best, but I just have this kind of confidence of like obscurity, even though I'm sure there's, you know, people are coming to see us and all that, but just something comfortable about being in another country where I just can perform to my best ability without thinking about who's there or who I have to talk to after. You know, I love my friends and family and all, but there's like kind of a pressure that comes with it, organizing your time and all that. So you'll probably just see a pretty relaxed, very well-rehearsed bands, you know?
Yeah.
So it's going to be cool.
You are awesome for watching this video. Click right here to see more content like it and subscribe to the channel.